So, what up, people? Hey, we got an audio failure. Come on, man. Be silent. Alright, here we go. So, a different kind of live stream. And this is also a live stream for people who will plug and see this later. So, I'll try to make it as smooth as possible, not waste your time that much. I will talk about my experience on the expo, what I saw, what standed out to me in my own style. And I have these footage that I have, all the raw footage. And if I can show you this on the stream, then later when I make some videos about Project Motor Racing, AC Rally, and some other brands that I talked to and some stuff that I tried, then later the videos hopefully will have more structure and you get to ask the questions every now and then. So every time I will take out a time block to answer some questions, and then I'll move on with my experience basically. So I'm gonna talk about the Gravitom from that project with the ropes on the head. I don't know if people have seen it in the shorts that I did. I'm gonna talk about Novus, that's like really expensive rigs, and triples. So there was like triples standing a bit far away from me and closer with me with some motion rigs and explanations. I will talk about AC Rally and about some developers from AC Rally and Project Motor Racing at the end of the stream. So let's get into it. So Friday morning, I went to the expo at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was driving there. I picked up another streamer called Dutchy. Ray is his name, good guy. Picked him up from Zwolle. Then we picked up Yaki from the Early Birds. He makes like morning streams 5 days in a week, doing sim racing, talking with community. So, and these were also kind of my friends going there to the expo. And then we met up with Robin from the Bongo series and all his friends. And we basically were kind of a bunch together all the time. So it was really nice to have some people with us at the expo. So then I always have kind of a hard time on expos. I also get lost. So, but I was also speaking with some people that approached me, and I thought that was really nice. And then I got to talk with Aris from Aris Drives from Assetto Corsa, and two guys that created their own, like, completely different approach to like sim racing with that helmet on. And I'm gonna show you that now over here. So what's basic? This is Yaki, by the way. Excellent, awesome dude. So what happened is you get this thing on your head and they have all the systems ready, and you have like, he's like the engineer. So let's just skip ahead here a little bit. Yo Jim, what up mate? So I don't know exactly how they do it, but you're strapped in this seat which has haptics. The steering wheel base, it's all top notch. There's also the seat belts really tight, and this helmet is on your face really tight with different ropes, and then it's kind of pulling you into the G forces you feel as you brake, as you hit throttle. And they have all this like technology inside from the sim, and it's like explaining from the sim to the head movement. So I'll show you a little bit how they set it up, and then later I'm also going to talk about, like, you're going to see my response when I get out of it, you know. So let's just play it along a little bit. If the audio is off, guys, then please let me know. I think it's okay. So here's first to check if the helmet is exactly. It's going to be later in the stream, Dave, the PMR. So, because I want to structure it if people want to watch it back. Yeah, so you put in the ear plugs, right? And this guy and the other, these two guys are like brothers, and they like are in this project for already like 5-6 years. So we're looking at a massive marathon of development here. That's my friend Robin, by the way, from the Bongo series. So you put that thing on. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Yeah. In the end, they let you crash intentionally just to make it like feel how that is. That's Tony, by the way. That's the other guy, and I really like these people because they say that they're really going for that realism. But if you look at the footage right now, it doesn't look that interesting. So I'm not gonna bother you with all the footage. Yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead to this really quickly. So let's just start here. Okay, so they have all these buttons. I mean, this is awesome technology, but I believe this rig cost like 250k. What? But it lets you feel the forces. So as you hit throttle, it wants to kind of lean you backwards. So you are like need to use your head to resist against these forces. And in a few corners, you immediately feel intuitively how it should go. And you can also see these guys, they are kind of like, I don't know, I've never seen this before, by the way. I'm also the first time I'm seeing this footage. So So he's talking to me, and I can hear what he says. It's like when I'm like driving, it really feels like I have my buddy, my engineer, talking to me. And you know the thing is, in real racing, I've been told, and I could also feel it with the go-karting experience that I have, because I did quite some go-karting on like just public go-karting centers, is that when you are on a curb, you have this vibration and you cannot see anything. So when you're on the curb itself, in real life, racers avoid the curbs. And with this system, you got the vibration in like the seat and from the force feedback, but also your head. So when you're on the curb, you lose sight. You want to avoid exit curbs all of a sudden. And there was this other guy, Misha, the guy from the Noordschleife, you know, who did like 1 million laps on Noordschleife. He was before me on this rig, and he came out and he was like, wow. Yes, and that neck muscles really starts to, you get used to this really quickly. So if I move on with the footage. I also have to say that driving in Assetto Corsa Competizione, because that's the sim we're using here, that immediately the game feels like new, like something else. This is I never experienced something like this. Also, the Quest 3 is quite good, by the way. It's also the first time with the Quest 3. So let's have a look further. So okay, I will skip. Like you could see, when you're on throttle, it goes backwards. As you're steering on our rouge, it's really heavy. You really need to resist this. That's why you're also in the rope, in the seat belts, yeah?
Yeah, I'm speechless. Let's take our rouge properly.
Yes, Jim. Yes.
I mean, also, our rouge is so much more force than a slow corner.
Yeah, Quest 3 is really good.
Speed or not? Yeah.
Also, the vibrations. When I hit the curb, my head shakes. And the gear shifts.
Yeah. Okay, you need 250,000 euros for this one.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, nice, mate. Yeah, awesome. By the way, it was great to meet everyone. So, I mean, awesome. Okay, so look. What's happening? Oh no, what's happening? My VLC. Come on. Still here, bro? Yeah. Okay, so look at this. Clever idea. No. It's all in your head. But look at this. Look at my response. This response. I really wanna.
This is something. And ACC is such a great sim.
I think so too.
That's why we have Agi.
So it takes a lot of time to set up, and it's not for sale. So okay, yeah, right, mate.
So there he comes. We did a 20-minute session there. How was it, Anna?
20 minutes, was it?
20 minutes. How was it?
Yeah, it's insane.
It's insane.
The head movement, it's feel like when I was go-karting.
Yeah.
Same feeling with the helmet.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
So, so I just wanted to bring that out there because I will never ever be on that thing again, probably. So I think they want to use it for Formula One and for real racing drivers to get them to really feel that forces, to train them. I think it's an awesome project. So, oh, okay, yeah, Patrick, yes. What happens when you just crashes and yeah? So when you crash with a car, it's like you have the
Contact.
when the cars are hitting you, it really feels like extreme. Also, looking around was really challenging. It was really hard to go from left to right. But overall, there was a limit to it, so they made sure my head would not be cut off in a way. But yeah. Also in the rain, I did some laps in the rain. I was really sweating my ass off when I came out of it. Jim, no. And no. I will say this about motion rigs and this. This is from an outsider, so someone who's looking at you, this is not so interesting to look at. But to do it yourself, you cannot compare this to motion rigs. This is like, but you have to do this in VR, and it is absolutely not comparable with the jumpy motion rigs that I'm going to show in a minute. So, what is a hand system? Oh. Hey, Martian Zero, what up, mate? And by the way, guys, means if you're here, you are not on the Formula One, which is good. I'm not really into Formula One. I want to, but I don't have luxury to do so. But anyway, bro, it's all in your head. Yes. Yes, Yaki was home safely as well. Yes, I brought him home. So, good stuff. Now we go to this was the first day. Oh, Patrick, I mean, yeah, you didn't do it. I think a lot of people didn't do it because you had to wait for so long. Oh, the game crashes. I don't know. They have safety margins in place. So there's like a lot of, they explained a lot of safety there as well. So, okay, the PMR update. I'm gonna move on, yeah, because it's not gonna be a mega long stream. So, yeah, okay, so then I have some experience now with triples. So also watching F1. Okay, good. It's okay. Is it an exciting race? Who's on P1? Okay, good. So now we go to this map and we go to this footage. So this is basically from, I got the card here. What was their name again? Novus. And I want to talk about something about also in the rigs over here. So this is Assetto Corsa Evo, and these types of rigs are basically unpayable for us normal people, right? So it's like, it's going to be like 17, 20k or something with SimuCube and all the good stuff. But the way to set up triples, I don't believe triples should be set up like this. I didn't like this, and I will show you why. You're gonna see why. It's by very loud. This is gonna be better, right? So. This happens because I'm a VR racer. You can put screens around me, but I don't see it. I don't see the depth, right? So also for motion, I'd say this is a motion rig. This is something completely else than what we saw before. This looks nice, and this feels nice, and really the gear shifts as you're shifting gears, that really gives some satisfaction. But it's just some movement and all, and you cannot compare it to the first footage with that weight on your head. It's way more, all that movement and all that downforce and like the G-forces you feel. This is just jumping around and gives you some immersion, some effects, but as of for realism, not really. But that's not the point. I'm not gonna like say this is bad or the other one is better, because this you can actually get. And that other stuff, it's gonna be like super expensive and it's not on the market. So, but as for triples, I think triples should be more on a little bit on like.
And the field of view on these screens feel a little bit like flattened out, but like how I'm steering, I'm feeling these.
I think also motion. You can see like the movement here. It's kind of subtle. And it should be subtle. So if you're seeing movement rigs that go like that's just making you really slow. I think subtle movement is the best. And I think these systems, I mean, they're really expensive for sure. But it does give you a great feeling. You can really feel the curbs and the feeling of the car a little bit. I also still always wonder if you're gonna be quicker in it. Probably not, because it's also distracting a little bit. But you do get a lot of satisfaction from those movements. So, and I have also another one. This is a Assetto Corsa Competizione Nordschleife. And here we have the triples way closer to us, and you can see that over here in the driving. Also, this rig is also a little bit more subtle, so you have small movements. It's only like a centimeter or something. I don't know this. This brand Novus, but. Bit weird to look at myself like this, but I'll take it. These brake pedals, you have the lift on the. I'm not sure if that is the best way to do it, but. By the way, the gloves I got for free from the Sync Mesh, they're really good gloves. So, okay, enough with this. This is basically a setup of like 50k, 40k. Yeah, well, there were those people from Novus. We were like drinking and partying with them Friday night. It was a lot of fun. So that's why they invited us here to do some laps. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So, okay, good. Let's go to the next one. Then, look at this. PMR. Menus, product, motor racing. But first, let's talk about AC Rally. No, it didn't. I think I don't. Maybe it will give you some lap time, but then you need to not make sure it's not so extreme. You know, not have these massive movements. I think you can really feel the car better. You can like catch it better. I think yes. But for me, if I think about it, my rig and my stuff and the cost, for me, it's not really the cost. It's too much, you know. But I think it's good that a lot of rich people buy it because then it will be cheaper over time. So, Jackie jongen, what up? So how bad? Well, I am not saying it's bad yet. Let's first talk about rally and then we'll do the Project Motorsport, okay? Because I will need to tease you into this stream. I'm sorry, but I wanna. If I begin with Project Motorsport, all the other stuff will not matter anymore. But I want to talk about some AC rally. So here we go. I need to warn you guys. I am not a rally driver, but when I did this. Now, I want to do this. I'm in the market for a handbrake, a shifter, and another wheel. Because this was good. This was fun. So let's talk about this. So first, let's skip. Like, this was 16 seconds already crashed it. So let's have a look. So it's like 1, 2. So that's how bad I am at rally. But let's move on. And I need to turn the wheel here, the screen here a little bit. First. Okay, so here I'm talking as well to the guy. By the way, I had a great conversation with some of the developers from this game. Also with Yorkie65. Thanks, mate, for allowing me to do this. AC Rally is a completely like different. It's the same company, but there's a completely different team working on this, so it's not influencing the development of Evo. If people wonder, that's the first thing I saw. Said, oh no, well, Evo isn't even ready to making a rally game. You know, first finish the other game. That's not true. So I need to go to here, and I need to go to geometry. Nice. Here we go.
That would happen in real life, I can imagine, yes.
So, I want to show you this. Just listen to this.
This small, like, that would happen in real life, I can imagine, yes. And it's all my fault. Yeah, I'm really doing this myself. It is not random. It's not random.
4 left and 4 right. Tightens 40. 3 left long into 4 right long.
I also need to make like a more relaxed approach because I'm driving like a GT3 driver. So expect. Hey man, go out of the way.
So that's something I was so surprised about. You drive this game and it really feels very good to do it. Like how the car kind of grips and how much satisfaction you get from turning the car. And when you crash it, you really feel like it was your fault. I think how this game feels as of for rally, this is gonna be so much fun, especially if you're into this. I really think that is true. But there was also people walking on track, and you totally don't expect that in the beginning. So it's kind of fun.
But I just need to be more relaxed, like I am here.
So you can see a little bit of footage on how this.
To where I'm gonna go, and I have another kink.
So this is how you lose control. There's like a kink in the road, and the engineer will tell
really
you, yeah. But
for me.
I'm not driving really well.
Go right 40. 4 right don't cut. Late 50. Kink left into 2.
I don't know if you're really into rally and you're seeing this, you might think, wow, this is pretty good. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
felt to me like a bug. So yeah, when this, I will definitely get this and get a round wheel. Because yeah, I think AC Rally is really something. I think it's good. By the way, you see the small stones underneath the car on this motion rig, and there was this, if you're really hitting those gravel. No, I did everything wrong here, Ringelberg. Don't judge me on how bad rally driver I am. I am really bad. I'm not making content on how to drive rally. So let's talk about Project Motor Racing. And also I want to say that these small pieces of stones, if you really were picking up a lot of stones somewhere, you could very subtly feel in the seat, like these stones actually hitting the car. But it was so subtle that it was really great. So I'm booking a release day off work. Yes, do it. I'm like, also you need to understand, I don't play rally games like almost never, but yes, sir, round wheel indeed. And the Saint, I think you can judge better if this is proper, obviously, but no. Okay, so let's do Project Motor Racing, okay? Let's, I don't know if there's something else nice to see here. Maybe I've been doing this for Steve because I want to show Steve, maybe he can see that this looks properly.
4 left, tightens, 3, caution, don't cut, keep it, 80.
I think driving rally will make me a better GT3 driver as well, because there is so much things I need to learn now that I'm not accustomed or used to. And I can see that in a few situations
40. Six left.
That's what I saw in a video once, that they were doing it like that.
By the way, the guy from QNOS, the developer, is actually taping me. I couldn't have anyone to... I took a shortcut there. Nice.
It's an expensive morning it's turning out to be.
Right tightens, into 2 left long, opens late, don't cut, 4 left, opens, don't cut, and 4 right.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
6 right.
I did
Then
a
you would
great...
have the gears, you know? Yeah.
I did a great section, but I'm not sure where it was. I think it was somewhere around here. No, it was not here. Let's do a little bit more.
4 right tightens, into 3 left, over crest.
No, you are going to be... this is good, Patrick. This is really good. I like this, like what we did here. I think it's good. It's something else than the other rally games I did that I dropped within 10 minutes. So look at it some more. And by the way, they're going to do this in VR as well, so... This is a good section, this.
It's so satisfying now to do a short section properly. Yes.
And you hit those gears and you can really feel that acceleration coming. Look at this. I got a little bit of a hang of it here. Imagine if you're just pulling that 6-wrench gearbox, you know? I was like really in the zone here, like this was awesome. Now I need to learn the handbrake and stuff.
That was a good, and it was not fast. It was not fast, but it was, at least it was looking a little bit.
Okay, so
Into 4 right.
AC Evo. Sorry, AC Rally. So. Yeah, okay, so now was 4-wheel drive, Peter. So, yes, when VR comes, yes, sir. So, has anyone talked about final update ACC for ACC this Expo? I haven't asked, sorry. So, let's go to the next one. I need to see which one we need to do first. I think we need to do the Yaki his. Okay, so here we are beginning. So Project Motor Racing. This rig, where I am on now, had really bad pedals. It was really soft, and the force feedback was tuned way down. But I'm also not experienced in like the testing procedure. Like, what are you searching for? So my brain went obviously to Spa in an Aston Martin. I think the most laps I did was on the Spa on an Aston Martin. I don't think we have audio here.
Hello, hello, hello.
Here we have the team guys helping me out filming this. I thought that the other cars over here didn't look that nice, but the overall blooming and lighting effects on how bright lights were and dark shadows and everything, I thought that looked really great. And I also thought that the sound was good. There was nothing wrong with it. Let's have a look. If we're looking to the
Feels really braking feels different.
so in this footage I couldn't really trail brake that well. By the way, I'm the first time I'm also going through this footage. Uh-oh. VLC, what are you doing to me? I spun it a few times.
Look the other way, okay? I was on such expensive.
I said to the developer that he should look away because I was spinning the car.
Pedals all day. Then I need to adjust to this a little bit.
So the Austin, as it is from the game itself, the interface, the main menus, I'm gonna search it up because I have the menus here somewhere.
Compared to other sims.
Why is it constantly... Bro, wait.
We're gonna spend some time in here.
So, I'm gonna... Probably it's gonna be...
Right height, I think.
Yeah, so... let me have a look here.
Those are the right height, I think.
This is heavy footage somehow.
Turn to the pit.
So here's the setup, Guru.
Go. Can we actually change it? Vehicle setup.
So, we could change the setup, which is important for me.
Essentials.
Essentials are the right
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh, look at this. We're gonna spend some.
So I want to talk about this real quickly. What you're gonna have is a little bit of a mix of iRacing kind of a style, but you also have dampers and everything in the same screen and corner weights and overall ride heights, actual ride heights and the changes you make.
And we have bump stop spring rate.
And there's more, yeah, I have more to show.
This is 6 10 millimeters of ride height. We have wrong corner weights, but we just guess nobody's perfect, huh?
Also, with the menus, this was so easy to understand. These menus and how you pick a track and a car and the game modes. I mean, a lot of simulators can learn something from this. This was super easy.
Oh man, this is like a candy store, Yaki.
Yeah, is it good?
It's good. Yeah, I'm not sure about the driving, but the menus I like.
Okay. Wheel.
Wheels okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I have a look a little bit to the driving, and you have maybe have seen footage, but this part, this car just understeered a bit. But for me, the driving itself, the braking, the cornering, the throttle, the force feedback was a bit deaf, a bit low, but it felt so much similar as ACC, and it felt so similar to Le Mans Ultimate. I don't think there's anything wrong with this, but I just did only the GT3 and the Aston Martin, and this Aston Martin felt exactly the same as ACC Aston Martin, felt kind of the same as Aston Martin Le Mans Ultimate in a way. So I don't, and when you hit throttle and you're using steer lock and you feel the ABS, you can get the car to rotate a bit on the throttle. When you trail brake and when you corner the car, you can actually feel those inputs to the point where you overdo it, you kind of lose control. So a lot of it in the driving, like also this, going from left to right, it all makes sense to me. And if people say, oh, this is a simcade, I don't know what they did or what they tested, but this GT3 Aston Martin is actually, like, I don't know, I think it's pretty good. I don't see.
We don't care about physics.
So the reason why you can look at this over here. I don't know if you can see it. Over here you have the brake input, and I'm because the brake input is so soft, I constantly understeering and braking too hard. So here full, and I can almost not.
Yeah, now it's oversteering.
Now I also had a big talk with one of the engineers because I increased the ride height on this car, and we didn't get any change, behavioral change in the car on the high speed, but we got oversteer in this corner. So as you can see here, if I think I'll een beetje kut dit.
I need to get used to the car.
So I increased some ride height, and this slow corner should not affect us behavior, but you could see that the diffuser is kind of giving up in that corner. So because we did a lot of ride height change, but we didn't really feel the ride height change on the fast corners. And then when we are mentioning this to the developer, they immediately get their notepads out and started writing this down. Yes, we'll look into it. Thank you very much for the feedback. So that was kind of special for me too, because I'm like these people, and if you're in this project for months and years, you might overlook this, you know. So it's kind of good.
63.37.
So I want to go into some footage where you can see me trail braking and my response to it.
Yeah, that's a nice corner. I understand very quickly how to drive it, so it's really. Still a bit of understeer here. It's not invalid.
We also have some rain, but there was something wrong with the rain. You also need to understand this game is still under development. Okay, so I have some other footage. Yaki, maat. No, the pedals were not that good. So, like, this is a lot of stuff you can like change in the game for feedback. Man, why I cannot skip to these videos? This is Robin from the Bongo. He was doing some driving. So then we set up the force feedback properly and the brake inputs. And here we had like a really geek talk about like the game itself. And I was also speaking with this engineer, and he said that I was wanna get into, like, I would have a meeting with him for like 10 days because we were having such a like a how do you call it, like some bro love about the sim, you know. But what he said is that it's gonna be easy to drive the cars, but it's gonna be challenging to drive them very quickly. That's what he basically said to me. So if you, it's so simple. You can just pick cars, you can just pick tracks, you can pick what kind of session you want to do, and basically it's so simple menu. Well, I think so. I'm also into this creator program, and I have some like I made some good content. So Martian Zero. That is a little bit of the idea. That's how he explained it. So I will also talk about the complexity and the realism of these tire models, physics models, and whatever. When I spoke to a engineer or a game developer from AC Rally, that guy also said like, we have so much stuff we want to do, but we need to limit a lot of stuff because it's simply impossible to do every realistic, like super high detail nuance in suspension, because it can simply not be run by these. Even the modern engines have their limits, you know. So it's kind of like something they always need to compromise it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Can you hear this? Can you hear the developer speak?
That should also be like for people to be pretty easy to ride. That's our view on this. We are not like dumbing down the physics on purpose or anything like that. No. The only thing like that might be, because like of course like there's also the fact that like accurate data is hard to get.
By the way, I'm stopping it here because I think he said stuff he shouldn't say, so for his protection. And it's not like influencing on whenever I think that you should get this game or not. And I also have an opinion about this. I want to show you this, like this was going on and on and on. I want to show you something that, and that's how I will end it. And if you have questions, please let me know. Oh, we have also more footage of the, yeah, okay, this is the one. So here,
this is already better.
So the force feedback now was proper.
Oh, there's also the, sorry, so there's also the fact that this rig is actually
So also I want to mention this, that a lot of rigs were set up in a way, and to get the best feeling, it's gonna be different for everyone. So these settings, now we adjusted the settings, the force feedback, brake pedal was a lot stiffer, and then now we're gonna show you this no-name trail braking zone where I immediately feel, yes, this feels properly. I don't know if we can. Yes, sir. Renovation, these menus are an absolute, like, simple and easy to understand. Through on Noordslijf open world update in Evo, I didn't really, like, to be honest with Evo, it's so far away, and now it doesn't run in VR. And they took settings away from VR. I was speaking with one of these developers from Evo, and they said to them, "Hey man, what did you do with the Lock to Horizon slider from the VR environment?" And it's like, "Oh, is it gone and you can't see it anymore?" So they're not worried about VR, and that's why I'm not really into it. This game, however, they say they're gonna try to have it in VR on release. Let's pray that is actually true.
Better.
So here we are.
I like this.
Nice.
You can see what I did with the brake and
Yeah.
like balancing it without too much steer on.
Yeah. And like, you absolutely can like.
I like that weight as well.
So I want to show this again a little bit. I don't know. I don't know renovation. I don't know about head tracking support. I don't know. This is Project Motor Racing, mate. So I will. Okay.
Better.
So I want to really look at this. Like here, I don't know if you can see it with the mouse. Here you have the throttle input and a brake input. And have a look at my steering wheel as I entering this short hairpin on Spa with the Aston Martin GT3. So I'm searching the limit, I'm trail braking, I'm using the steering input, I'm loading up these front tires, they get really dominant, and I can really feel that trail braking. Also, when you're on the throttle and you're pushing the car,
I like this.
then you feel that the rear of the car starting to get upset. Curbing feels okay. There was one time when I was in the gravel, had a real strange snap off track. But overall, and you know what? And I'm also gonna say this right now. Again, this is a GT3 car on Spa. And this felt really similar to ACC and LMU, and it makes sense, and I would dare to say that this feels like simulation. There you have it. That's what I feel. I also have purposely not seen any video or content from other creators to keep my own opinion shaped like this. But again, this was the Aston Martin. It was really understeery. I could not get it out. I explained to them, listen, I cannot get it out, but with ride heights, they noted it, and now we're gonna see how it's gonna develop. Should you buy this? I would say yes. Yes, exactly. It was very, very crowded. Would you say the expo was overcrowded? Which the day was best to go? I might go next year. It was very crowded. It was Friday, it was already very crowded. Saturday, it was absolutely insane. And Sunday, I don't know. I wasn't there Sunday. So, I also want to say that I think the simulation creators are the true artists, even if they're failing or not. Because if we don't have a simulation, there's no point buying wheels, making YouTube channels, building setups or whatever. So I think it's great that they are going for it. And what I did in this Aston Martin and how it drove, I don't see there's anything wrong with it. Is it revolutionary and special? It's impossible to say right now, but I think the Aston really felt like an Aston, so. A rumor goes that it will be in Frankfurt next year. Is that positive for us, Yaki, or negative? Is it far away? I have no idea if that's far away or not. So, do you have any questions, guys? Because then I'll have 10 more minutes.
You get better because over there it's like.
I set them both up the same originally, and then someone.
This wheel was okay. Yeah, it was a good wheel. I think the Fanatec's are good. Sure, I don't think it looks very nice, but it does what it needs to do. 4 hours my place. Oh, okay. No, man. No plane, man. Okay. Yeah, we need to go longer next year. Yeah. I pick you up, Yaki. Yeah. So, more questions? Please let me know. I think that is there something else? I was want to hit the menus.
Yes, but also I like it's like something. The fun for me as well is to see if that's a raw centipede thing. Then yes, it could also affect you with a slow corner limit. You know, if you're on the edge with soft springs, you know. So that's I don't. It's let's see.
So yeah, I can see here the cars picking. Don't bring the wife. It's not a good idea. Nice woman, but don't do it. Thank you for review. Helped me. Like, tapped. I'll catch you next time. Good day. Yes, Jim. Thank you, man. Most real YouTube ever. So, yeah, so this is basically the footage. Now, I will make footage about Project Motor Racing, but as I'm making this live stream right now, I'm really starting to think what I should say. But I will make something. You told me you were going to switch to another wheelbase. Did you got an idea which one? Well, I think I need a Simmercube. Simmercube, but I'm not sure which one yet. But I need to make sure we make my numbers for quite a long time before I start buying anything expensive. Oh, Tony, no problem, mate. I'm love doing this. Hey, Dave Cam Sim Racing. Did you get any sense of the connection to the tarmac and the weight transfer braking cornering? Difficult not being in your own rig. So, good question. I will answer that right now. The way the car felt as I'm cornering. Okay, this is a hot take. I think slow corners feel better in this game than in Le Mans Ultimate. Yes, that's right. I said it. I meant it. I'm here to represent it. I landed on Temple Hall once in my life. That was something else. Is this something I don't really understand what that means? Or are you guys chatting around me? So I think there's a good feel of weight on throttle, on the braking, on the steering, curbs. Maybe curbs felt a bit, I don't know, but definitely felt loads and definitely felt load shifting as of for the trail braking, and you could really feel that in the steering wheel. Yeah, I don't know. And I also like the power, you know, and the torque and the menus. Menus I really loved. And also you can do force feedback settings per car. And you can save them. And you can also use that with the setup too. So the menus are really good. So yes, Peter. It feels like basically the only thing that I can pretty much say is that it feels like there's nothing wrong with it. it all adds up to me. But with this car, I drove this car. This was a little bit of an older car. This felt a little bit more floaty and swingy. But then again, the engine sound and shifting gears, that all felt really good. So yeah. I don't know, Thunder Snapper. I haven't asked. So also, I need to point out that I did only the GT3 Aston Martin because I just wanted to see on Spa if that is like that's the best. Good question. By the way, that's also what I asked for Peter Stefani. There will be telemetry going out of the sim that you can catch and copy. But they could not say to me that if that was immediately Motec readable. Or like that you could immediately, and that's also you can ghost cars in the pit, by the way. So throttle. Okay, so if I didn't change TC settings, but when you're cornering hard and you steer. So I had to admit that this felt a little bit more floaty, but it was a different car class. Oh, throttle curve. I didn't try. So here I just used a little bit of an aggressive steer moment. So the mistakes that I made on track really felt like my mistakes. It didn't feel random. So, you know, I think it's also really challenging because you get 1 hour to do it, right? And what can you change in an hour? What can you test in an hour? You really need to make some decisions. And I had a hard time to make like decisions. So I thought like my idea was just getting an Aston Martin and Spa. This is what I can best compare it to everything else, and that again that didn't feel weird or strange or disapproval to me. It felt like pretty much what you would expect in a new sim. So So, I hope you got some answers. Also, I have to say that this was my 3rd expo, and I was really happy with people approaching me and saying hello, and yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I also enjoyed a lot of other streamers and people from the community. I think it's if you're really into sim racing, I think you should go here every year, and I think next year is gonna be bigger, and they need to think about crowd control or they need to have even more rigs. I don't know. Expectations met sounds like a good achievement. Yes, I think so. But also I need to point out that it was just 1 hour, and I always think that you should buy every sim, you know, because the true artists are the game developers. So, yeah. I don't know. I have a good feeling about Project Motor Racing. It gives me the good vibes. But yeah, maybe that opinion can change after a couple of 10 or 100 hours. I don't know. But yeah, for me it felt fine. So, I don't know. We have some rain here as well. Oh no, this was not the rain. Here we did some spinning because I was really tweaking the setup upside down.
That doesn't feel accurate to me, but I already spoke with the guy, and he said when they made a change, like we're making jumps of 5 millimeters, and in race cars you don't make 5 millimeter jumps in brake. It's only like 2 or 3 millimeters. So there something I searched.
That's why they need you.
That's why. Well, they don't need me, but like other people can fix.
Yeah.
So the curb, yeah, that's curbing feels nice, but that other curb was a bit.
You could see, yeah, how I'm like, how I should, how I needed to correct the car, and it was really good to catch, and it feels. AI was a bit too quick for me, somehow.
I'm a slow driver. I cannot keep up with the AI.
We also did some rain.
Oh, that's okay.
There's some tracks, different tracks.
Not that funny as well. It seems a bit off, but
You have a rainbow.
I would like to see the rain going like up, you know?
Look at the diadems.
And the bloom is a bit extreme here, but I think you can change that. I think you can see the sunlight as well at some point. I think that's fun to watch. So if you're...
longer braking point.
Hey Ringle, is there actually a wall here on Spa, or is this an older version? We don't have it in LMU.
Some puddles.
Look at the sun, by the way, guys. Look at the sun at this point. This is something wrong, yeah? They still fixing the rain. They had some sort of an issue with the rain physics. Look at this. The sun.
It's sunny and it's raining.
You could feel the potholes on the first after Camel Straight. Look over here.
Seems a bit off, but
Over here, Ringelberg. So here, after Camel Straight, I missed braking point. And here is a wall over here. You see that? There's a wall.
it's hard to. I kinda. It's all there, you know. I like it.
Yeah, okay.
I like it.
Well, that was my response then. Yes, there is in-game telemetry, Peter, and you can. There is an output, so you can extract it from the game. Never saw it. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I got some new gloves. Here. White ones. I think that's nice contrast to the wheel. What do you guys think? I'm getting this Kaz Ogonoski worked on it. Well, I think, like I said before, I think the simulation builders are the true artists and they should get more support. So. No, there was some sort of like a whatever. it was a confined space, but it was only a wall. So sync mesh. So I like these gloves. There are better. I already heard someone. There are better ones, but I like these ones. They feel good to me. So, is there more to talk? Maybe.
Look, so good.
This was already on the driving. So maybe here I have some.
This is what I've done like forever, right? So it's gonna be the best comparison we have. Race, sessions.
This was with my own phone.
Okay. And see, like if you look at, do you agree? If you look at the menus, it's just like, it's very simple to understand, right? You have everything here. Loading time. This is the thing, eh?
Not at this level. Let's build, early build.
Early build. Well, it's almost finished.
So that's how long the loading time takes. So it's not that long, I think.
All right.
And there was AI.
Thank you, mate.
So this is something, when I saw this, I did feel there was not so much detail on the car somehow. So, but then again, it's also not like the full version and it's kind of under development still. No, I didn't. CPR owner. CP owner. I didn't test those things, the haptics, because there were such a massive lines everywhere, so much time to wait, so you really need to think, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I didn't get to that, so I actually didn't buy anything. Okay, so what's this?
Didn't happen. Expensive pedals all day. The brakes feel really aggressive, so I can really stop the car really late compared to other sims.
Well, and that is actually not true because the brake pedal was so soft. I was constantly hitting it 100%. So, yeah. Tires, tire heat. If you're on a cold track, the tires are kind of cold. And if you really spin the car hard, then after that you don't really have an immediate jump of massive temperature, so you kind of can keep going. But there was also this nice overlay with middle, inside, and outside. I also asked them if brake ducts change the tire temperature a lot, and they said, nah, not really. But they also said, like, that's also in real life not really a thing, that you close the brake ducts and you drop that tire temperature with like 10 degrees all of a sudden. So I gotta have to believe those guys, they ask it to real race teams. So Forza had pit girls, hot pit girls. Man, the old times were better, weren't they, Peter? Oh my god. So, that was it. That's my 2 cents on Project Motor Racing. I'll make a video about it where I kind of fast forward everything. But, yeah. So, there's that. So, what do you think of this new menu, guys? A little bit more professional? So that was my stream about the expo. I don't have any more footage or stories, but I think that the most important thing is the community and the people. And I really enjoyed myself. I spoke with a lot of developers, and the press ticket got me into some interesting areas, got me to talk to some interesting people that normally you cannot go. So that is something that I'm kind of worked very hard to achieve. So yeah, I hope next year I hope more community members will be there as well. Yeah, in the beginning of the stream, Yaki. Have you been in Poland? No, never. I've never been in Poland, mate. So, yeah, I want to thank you all guys for being here. And yeah, I'm gonna buy AC Rally and I'm gonna buy Project Motor Racing and I'm gonna buy them. So yeah, I have it on the beginning of the stream. It was really good. It was really a good experience, right? So I marked my points. Yeah, Yaki, you too. Yeah, the Yaki was, by the way, with me the whole weekend. Absolute awesome guy. Check him out. Yaki here, the early birds. So yeah. Again, I also need to point out that as same as for AC Rally, I wasn't really playing Rally, and I only got an hour to test. So PMR, yeah, I would do it. Why not? I mean, give them a shot, right? So, guys, see you soon. Wednesday, we have our open series, our races on Le Mans Ultimate. Let's do it. And I'm gonna do an endurance 12-hour on Sunday. So, yo, Mario, no problem, mate. No problem. I hope it was a good stream because you need to go back to the stream, Janus Vrobel. I'm kind of walking through it, so. Yes, Peter, and cheers, te caro, Mario. And hey, 60 plays, mate. Yo, you're welcome, mate. Awesome. So I hope it kind of makes sense. I feel like it was all over the place, but I don't know. Nice. See you on Wednesday. My first race on Le Mans. Oh, awesome. Cool. Yeah, it's also gonna be my first race in a long time on Le Mans. I'm not really good at Le Mans. Okay, good. All right, people. Thanks a lot for being here in this short stream. See you guys next time.